All right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Thanks so much for subscribing to this channel. Our prayer has been that the good Lord will continue to support you all in all your endeavors. Amen. All right, on to this one again. On to MC Oluomo'S saga. MC Oluomo, there's Lagos government. National body as ICIR reports test reawakening part 2. This is another serious one. Well, onto this one, confused drivers worried about the situation. Commercial vehicle drivers are grumbling that they are the suffering victims in the midst of the current crisis. They complained they have been subjected to double taxation by paying the recently introduced state-controlled 800 naira consolidated levy and the numerous NURTW dues enforced by Oluomo'S boys at bus stops and parks, beside the dues that the enforcers collect at virtually every bus stop. Oluomo'S enforcers at the parks and then garages the ICIR land also collect what a driver termed emergency taxations. This could be anything from money to host Oluomo'S visitors whenever he said he had them, to money to massage his fancies whenever he felt like it. His words was law. A driver, Olaoluwa Famogbiyele, plying the Berger Iyano Ipaja route, told the ICIR that he was not interested in the union's activities as he operated his business independently. Famogbiyele said, "You look at the way I was apologizing to my commuters today, telling them sorry because this is where I get my daily bread from. This motor vehicle is where I get my daily bread from. What I fight for on a daily basis is to get what I eat and drink, and then because of that, I am not a part of any union." To his understanding, the 800 naira ticket should not be given to drivers but should be replaced by the 200 naira ticket gotten from the local government councils. According to what I heard, they said we should not be giving drivers 800 naira tickets, but we should be paying 200 naira for cancel, he said. Another driver operating in minivan at the Berger Park, Lawan Hassan, noted that most drivers were confused on the way forward. "We don't really know what is going on for now. We still collected tickets this morning. What we received today was the 800 naira consolidated levy introduced by the government last month instead of the NURTW ticket," Hassan said yesterday, showing our reporter a picture of the ticket and lamenting how fuel scarcity had been making the double taxation a bigger burden on drivers. He said, "How much do I make daily? This extra fuel spending is in addition to the 2,500 naira we spend on taxes, including of loading and ticketing. If all these tickets go down, it would be easy for drivers. We don't know what action the union will take because nobody has called us to any meeting. There is no next step. We are still observing if something would change, or if there is anything, they are going to tell us." All right, and then government response to the ICIR investigation, and then onto this, the special advisor to the governor on transportation, Toyin Fayinka, in an exclusive interview with the ICIR, declared that contrary to some public comment, only the state government 800 naira tickets were being sold. He also stressed that the NURTW has been suspended in the state, warning drivers to stop giving hoodlums or thugs money. He said, "We have suspended national union activities, but we have not suspended the tickets of the government. That one is still in force." The drivers are members of the union. They are mature enough to know they ought not to pay another person on the street aside from the government agent. We have printed our tickets, numbered and well covered with security code. Agent sign for the ticket and the money is remitted to the coffers of the Lagos state government and then reconciliation made. We will come out with a monitoring team to picket and then stop random buses. Once you are not with the ticket, you will be sanctioned accordingly. Fayinka explained that the government has the telephone numbers, photographs, and the signatures of the designated agents given the wholesale tickets to sell to the drivers to enable government to track revenue leakages. He noted that these plans were made even before the suspension of the union activities. Well, despite Fayinka's assertion, a statement purportedly emerged on Monday, March 14, 2022 from the office of the suspended Lagos NURTW chairman Oluomo, directing the union enforcers to continue operations. This is to formally inform all NURTW chairman and entire members to operate your day-to-day union activities at the various motor parks and then garages. Disregard any patrol policemen parading themselves to disrupt your union operations. The statement read, well, the notice advised that any disruption of activities by the police should be reported to the leadership for rectification. Oluomo has, however, denied issuing such a statement. Well, according to a statement, I quote, "I am a law-abiding citizen. I have never authorized the sale of union tickets. Lagos state tickets issued are being sold at all the parks and garages. I cannot stop the sales of government tickets. I don't even have such powers," he said. Well, the Seyi Makinde's parks template in Lagos, although the Lagos state government, while banning NURTW activities, stated it would immediately be constituting a committee to manage parks and garages in the state, it is yet to do so. The expectation in some quarters was that Governor Sanwo-Olu would be borrowing the parks management template of Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, who banned the similarly volatile operations of NURTW in the state and then established a parks management committee, which he picked a former chairman of the NURTW in the state, Lamidi Mukaila alias Auxiliary, to head. It was even rumored that Sanwo-Olu had picked Oluomo to be the general manager of our Lagos State Transportation Parks and Garages Management Committee to be established, a talk the Lagos state government quickly debunked. Responding to this development, Fayinka explained that the government would speak at the appropriate time. "We don't want anybody to stamp us. We will speak to the public at the appropriate time," he said. Drivers' revolts. Onto this, the suspension of Oluomo may have been investing some commercial vehicles vehicle operators with the courage to dare the Lagos NURTW enforcers, something they dared not do when Oluomo was in full flight. On Tuesday, March 15, 2022, some commercial bus drivers plying the Iyano-Ipaja/Ikotun route withdrew their service in protest against the outrageous levies they pay to the Lagos NURTW. The drivers, who said there was nothing to show for the daily levies running into tens of thousands of naira, said they were tired of paying such unwarranted levies. Many commuters were stranded at every bus stop between Ikotun and Iyano-Ipaja as the drivers turned back all commercial buses and tricycles who disobeyed the call. Support for Oluomo. According to this, a body that called itself the Lagos State Council Group of Elders of the NURTW has thrown its weight behind Oluomo and then asked the national body of the union in Abuja to withdraw the suspension imposed on him within 7 days. The elders issued the ultimatum in a letter titled Resolutions of Lagos State Council of NURTW Elders Forum on the Current Crisis in the Union and dated March 14, 2022, addressed to the national body of the Union. They also asked the national body to withdraw a letter appointing another chairman for the Lagos State chapter of the Tricycle Owners and then Operators Association of Nigeria. Oluomo dreams to be king. Well, onto this one, there is no gainsaying that Musiliu Akinsanya has become a phenomenon in the social, economic, and then even political affairs in Lagos State. With so much money at his command, tens of thousands of naira pouring into his coffers, Oluomo can afford to have many hangers on worshipping at his feet, as he can afford his family living and then studying abroad. Last December, a video went viral on social media of two of his children graduating from an American university. He was reported to have gifted a daughter who graduated from a foreign university a jeep worth 17 million naira. He is said to have a luxurious home in the Ejigbos suburb of Lagos and another house in Ajaho Estate. He owns Akima Hotel Oshodi. His deputy and the right-hand man, Ganiyu Oyedepo, popularly known as Koko Zaria, also last November opened his own Zagaza Hotel and the suite estimated to be worth over 500 million naira in Lagos. Koko Zaria, believed to be the chief enforcer for the Lagos NURTW, has declared that Oluomo owns the union in the state and cannot be removed. Oluomo is described as a philanthropist in his own right, with donations especially to performers in the entertainment industry. He is a close friend to many actors and musicians. The ICIR learned he bankrolls many movies and music productions, especially of the Yoruba Who. Oluomo has the Oshodi area of Lagos State, from where he operates so much so in his control that he has been scheming to become its traditional ruler. Oshodi has been without a substantive king in 52 years. All right, my people, well, this is what it is right now. Majority of things are actually being said. Onto this, what more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this one. And remember to subscribe for more updates. All right, with the news that had reached us, MC Oluomo'S Lagos government national body, as ICIR reports, stares reawakening part 2. All right, my people, let me have your take and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.